When Darwin said fittest, he didn't necessarily mean the strongest or the most intelligent or any one trait. He merely meant those organisms most well suited to their environments. Now, we humans, we think we're more fit, more evolved because we're smarter. We're neophytes. We've only been on this earth 2 million years, give or take. The cockroach, that fella's been around 350 million years. So, based on that, which of us is the more successful species?
It's a real thinker.
This shit's about as far from God as shit can get.
This is Film Sack. Oh, sure.
Well. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Film Sack. We are still in the midst of Sacktober. I'm Scott Johnson, one of your hosts. This is episode 722, and we'll mine the very depths of film entertainment for you today. Joining us, also, is Brian. I had to kick him out of bed when he flicked my nipples like a light switch done away.
Oh, you liked it. Oh, hi. This week on Film Sack, we slither and crawl down your mouths agape in horror at our Cronenbergian-like form, oozing from the bad brains of James Gunn and giving you the trauma you so richly deserve this Sacktober. Hey, at least we didn't impregnate you with our belly itcher diaphragm probes of horror and leave you in a shed in the woods to explode like some Brenda, who may or may not have had it coming. She feeds her baby whole, I assume, unwashed tomatoes like they're a fruit. The horror. YouTube comments below. Yeah. Anywho, as a world-destroying conscious being, disease looking for love on the shores of Earth Girls Are Easy, Elizabeth Banks, I just have one request. Don't go into the basement. Why? It is forbidden. Fine. I may or may not have started a taxidermy in the basement filled with reluctant specimens from around the neighborhood and used the dryer as some sort of dog meat jerky oven. What? I padlocked the door. Earth Girls, am I right? Randy, would you mind handing me a piece of that possum over there?
Yeah.
I'm feeling explodey, but I think I can fit it in.
Nope. Oh, nice.
Nope.
I'm worried about the pets. The pets bugged me. We'll get to it.
Poor petty pets.
Poor petty pets. All right. With us also, we have Randy, head coach of the Bassett Cooters Jordan.
Aloha, Scott. Brian. Thanks for coming. Listen up, folks. I know y'all are a little on edge since something came crashing down in the woods last night. I didn't see it, and neither did anyone else, but let's all remember our town motto, Wheelsy, where everyone is trying to sleep with everyone else and no one ever sees anything. That's, by the way, that's so much better than our previous motto. This place looks exactly like Langley, British Columbia. So we've got reports of something unusual, pink, wiggly, tentacle looking. All right. You boys all have something that fits that description. I know.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, it's been only a few hours and this town already has two shortages. A shortage of people who can operate a gun and a shortage of meat. Okay. Who knows what's next? We've got to get out there and put a stop to it. And y'all need to follow my 3 yokel rules. Number 1, fight back. What is wrong with you people? Have you never improvised a flamethrower before? Fight back. Number 2, try not to splatter blood all over your wall of 1,000 pictures of yourself. That's freaking weird, by the way. Number 3, maybe let these creatures win a little. After all, the first thing they did was essentially eliminate the husband of the prettiest woman in town. This is opening up a major opportunity for me, and I need to go jump on that now. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Oh, yeah, yeehaw. They're a bunch of yokels. All right.
Yeah, there were.
Let's
a lot
go.
of yokel humor.
Let's go Denver local and have... I forgot to read your thing. Let's do that. Hey, I was looking at your audio and making sure I had it queued up. Let's go over to Brian. Like Nathan Fillion, he only got the one tentacle in his gutsibit.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, I didn't get the full set. really not a whole lot to say about this one. I was a little disappointed because I had kind of come up in my head with a bunch of snake-related songs. And you'd think a movie called Slither would have a bunch of snakes. No.
Nice.
There we go. Little Rihanna.
Perfectly suited.
Little Rihanna.
What's she
like
doing?
Rihanna.
What's she doing now? I don't hear her anymore.
What's she doing these days?
having babies. She has like
Yeah.
her fourth child on the way
Oh,
or something.
well, never mind. That would keep you busy. I get it. No new
it
albums.
would. She's only 37. Like it's the highest selling female recording artist of all time, and she's only 37.
Well,
That's crazy.
poop
Is she the highest selling? I would think Swifty's got that
I
one
think
locked.
Taylor Swift would get it, but maybe not.
According to what I looked up.
Yeah, cool. Well, the internet works.
The internet works. Ding.
This is according to the Recording Industry Association of America.
Well, that seems
You mean the
can't trust those
RIAA? You
guys.
should be able to. Yeah, I would think they might know. Okay,
Yeah, they know
good
how
enough.
they know how to make it hard to get music. I know that.
They do.
Awesome. I guess we should have the audience explain what movie we're talking about. It is Slither, but they've got ways to explain it that I can't fathom. So we're going to let them do it. Here you go.
On this week's Film Sack podcast,
We watched Slither from 2006.
where a small town is taken over by an alien plague,
turning residents into zombies.
In all forms of mutant monsters.
James Gunn's first movie.
What could go wrong?
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 What could go wrong? Question mark.
What could go wrong?
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 Oh, finally, we got a woman at the end. I was stressed this week that it was such a sausage
It was
party.
a dude fest.
Yeah, usually we get 3 or 4, and I don't know what happened to everybody, but
That's funny.
Appropriate. We had a lot of wieners in this movie.
Yeah, this movie was also a dude party. Managed to subvert the only one woman in the world trope by having a second woman.
yeah,
Right. Yes.
yeah. I mean, kind of 3 until the one got bit, and then she was just nothing but a joke in the barn. But yeah, you had the girl at the house with the family losing it, and then you had
Of course. Yeah, you had the bathtub girl.
the
yeah.
bathtub girl.
Bathtub girl. I love that this movie he gave them such simple names. They were all named, Starla and Jack and Wally. Like they all have like easy names.
Yeah, great little hometown names.
James Gunn written and directed
His first directed film.
Yeah.
I think it was a success overall. I didn't see this till today or yesterday, so this was new.
Oh, really? It's your first
viewing for me too.
Oh, nice. How about you, Randy?
Same. I've never seen this movie, and I avoided it specifically because the only thing that I had ever seen about the movie was like the goriest, most gross things.
Yeah.
And I figured, well, that must be the whole movie. And if only someone had ever come along since 2006 and said, Nathan Fillion, I would have been like, oh, I'm in. But I just never knew. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I saw this
You saw it in the theater. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I was very excited.
There's a little part of me that was surprised this was in theaters.
Oh, really?
Like this feels a little bit like a made for streaming kind of thing, but not in 2006.
Let's put it in context. If you don't know James Gunn, he had previously written a lot of stuff for Troma, which you talk about here on Film Sack from time to time, and those kind of those knockoff films and low budget indie films. Great place for directors to kind of cut their gross ass
test their
teeth.
metal.
They're disgusting
test their
teeth.
metal.
Yeah.
And,
he did. His previous writing that I was aware of before this was 2004. So just 2 years earlier, he did the script for the 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead, which Zack Snyder directed. Which is so funny why people want to hit those two together now. I'm like, dude, they're friends and they've worked together forever. What are you
Right.
doing?
Exactly. Yeah.
But he shows here, I think, enough directing chops that it makes sense to me that he would go on to do more of that.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of one of the best things about this is going out looking for the James Gunn or the little mini film that talks about the making of this, because he talks about what he didn't like. He talks about that deer puppet. He talks about the scene where you've got Elizabeth Banks hiding with Nathan Fillion behind a haystack, and she's just a floating head because of the shadows are all wrong. And his explanations of like, oh yeah, no, this, you could tell this is my first thing.
You should hate your first film. That should be. Every content creator should probably hate their first thing, right? It's like,
for sure. I hate my first podcast.
So much.
The first show I recorded, I can't go back and listen to it.
I can't listen to the first year of my podcast.
But you got to figure it out.
Scott, I have listened to Extra Life Radio from like 2005, and it's fun.
Oh,
It's
I'm
actually
sure
fun.
it's a good time. I have no doubt someone would find joy in it. Clearly, that show did all right and grew to other things, but I'd look back now. The only consistent thing is I think Dunaway is exactly the same as you were then.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Like you haven't changed at all, and I mean that in a good way. It's a compliment. Yeah, you're a little heavier.
Listen, I'm carrying a couple extra pounds, but you're still me.
Personality-wise, like on-air affectations, you're the same as you've ever been. Right?
Interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't feel that, but I'll take your word for it.
Here's what's crazy though. Up to Slither's like a big breakout, right? Because up to 2000, he'd done trauma stuff, like you said, directing wise. He only did four other things, and they were TV shorts, and then a series episode for something called Trauma Edge TV. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. I think I remember that. Kinda. I remember trauma traumatized me back in the day because when, it wasn't like the internet was abound where you could access the internet and find out about trauma. I was just watching a Toxic Crusader one day. I don't know if it was on HBO or someplace, which seemed like a lot of places where I see this kind of weird stuff. And it kind of captured my interest because I'm like, this is terrible, but it's also, I can't look away. It's compelling. I got to watch more of this stupid
I have to
crap.
see. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's compelling in a weird way. Yeah.
Was that Trauma TV thing? Like, was it obviously too early again for a streaming service? Was this like your, not public broadcasting, but kind of those stations where something like that would?
I'm assuming it was just it was like a
YouTube channel or something, or
no? Is it not like HBO or something?
Well, it'd have to be way. Had to be way before. Yeah, I mean,
way before YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's the same year as this movie that we saw today. But I'm trying to think. So the Traumaville Cafe was only that was 97, and then this Trauma Edge TV thing was 2000. Prior to that, though, I think. Was it just like, hey, it's the weekend and they're showing weird shit on Channel 5?
That's what I would think, right? But the syndication thing, I guess, is more what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh, right. Are these? I wonder if they're accessible now. If you can go just binge the traumas.
They probably are on YouTube now. Trust me. Okay. First of all, let me tell you, it's okay if you don't like any of this. You don't have to like Slither either. It is disgusting, and if you have an aversion to slimy things. Or if you don't like Cronenberg kind of things, where things are
body horror,
kind of things, then don't Slither.
Ooh, you said it really well. If Cronenberg, it's like a Cronenberg comedy version, kind of.
Right.
Because Cronenberg's very serious about his disgusting body horror and stuff, and it's all very artsy fartsy. And this is like, well, let's take that disgusting visual quality and then let's goof around.
Yeah, let's have a little fun adventure.
Yeah,
I always like to associate early James Gunn with early Craig Mazin.
Yeah.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, Brian dropped something. You all right over there?
It's just a keyboard.
All right. It's just my keyboard.
Just threw my keyboard across the room.
I'm so sick of this crap.
It's my chief method of input. All right, go ahead.
So James Gunn and Craig Mazin came up together, and their main beginning was together, where James Gunn wrote a movie that Craig Mazin directed called The Specials. It was like their Clerks, like super low budget. It had Rob Lowe and Thomas Hayden Church and Jamie Kennedy for some reason. Really? And it's like super hard to find. The Specials is the name of the movie. And then like James Gunn wants to pursue his own stuff, whereas Craig Mazin goes and writes all the scary movies.
Oh,
and that's how they kind of like movies. They're kind of like in parallel, like as writers, but ultimately James Gunn is a lot more interested in telling jokes and putting jokes in front of you, funny situations, and Craig Mazin is a little more interested in dialogue and deep thoughts and this kind of thing.
Sure.
James Gunn's. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Randy. I thought you was. Go ahead.
No, but I think it's really interesting that they started out together because The Specials is basically Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, really?
At its heart.
I kind of want to know. Yeah, you're right. You can't find this anywhere. It's like really hard to find.
His James Gunn's ability to write fun characters has really gotten a lot better. I mean, this was okay in Slither, but it was almost obnoxious. Most of the characters were, except for why am I forgetting the girl's name? Kylie, the girl that was in the tub who got in all the promotional stuff. I thought her character was actually well grounded, and she kind of stood out.
Yeah, I liked her too.
This.
Thought she was really good in this. I'd only seen like a bunch of WB stuff with her in it, so this was kind of new to me. For her, but yeah, and she hasn't done anything since 2010. So almost as long as this show's existed, she has not been making stuff.
Oh, poor tub girl.
Don't know why. She's seemed talented and smart and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, she was in The Wicker Man. Why not?
Oh shit! Yeah, we have seen her before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Have we seen 13 Ghosts? Did we do that?
We have not, I don't think, but we should.
She's not in that. That's 2001, but that's...
but just saying.
Well, the reason I'm bringing it up is James Gunn wrote that. Or he's uncredited, though, which is a little bit weird. But prior to that, listen to these terrible names. His first project that he wrote, 1996, Tromeo and Juliet. I hate when they do that.
Sure. Yeah.
That's Tromie. Yeah.
Then the Tromaville Cafe thing I mentioned. Then Sergeant Kabukiman public service announcement, whatever the hell that is. Hamster PSA, Terror Firmer.
Terror Firmer. I love that name. That's great.
And then the specials that kind of kicked off things to go 13 Ghosts, then Scooby Doo, which we have seen.
Writer, by the
Yeah, writing.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I think
it's just writing.
Both of them, or just the first one?
All of this
First
I'm
and
mentioning
second
is writing. This is all just writing here.
Yeah.
And then Dawn of the Dead, I think, was maybe the biggest deal for him. And then since then, it's been like bigger projects. So I don't know. I don't know why I'll be honest about this. I kind of thought we would see some stuff in here where I'd go, well, I could see why you'd hire him for Guardians. And as I'm digging through but aside from Randy's example of the specials thing, which I haven't seen, so maybe I need to, because you said it's basically Guardians. Mm-hmm. But other than that, nothing else leading up to this, like Movie 43 segment, Lollipop Chainsaw, Super. None of these strike me as movies, and I've seen all these. None of them strike me as the thing you'd go, you know who we need for Guardians of the Galaxy? We need that guy.
It was a smart move, though, because he's perfect for writing Guardians of the Galaxy, which is kind of already an odd story to convert to a movie anyway, right?
Oh, they nailed it with it. Yeah, they couldn't have hired anyone better. Like,
and really, it was probably them saying, "Well, we're not going to give him Iron Man. Let's give him, this kind of throwaway ragtag bunch of D-list characters, and just see how he does with it."
And now you got Disney or DC saying, "We're giving him everything. You have the entire DC."
Exactly.
Now,
boy, you missed out, Marvel, and not just saying, take it all.
Yeah, should have let him. Let him be the new. Let Feige sit down for a minute.
He's doing great, but let him.
Feige,
cool as heels,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give too much credit to James Gunn for the excellence in Slither, because the excellence in Slither depends so much on Nathan Fillion doing what he does. And Greg Henry doing exactly what he does.
Val Resnick from Payback, never forget.
Right. He's exactly that. Nathan Fillion, this is one of his 3 times that he has played his base character, right? He was his base character in Firefly. He was base character in the cop show. What's it?
The Rookie.
The Rookie, thank you.
Oh.
And like in this, it's Nathan Fillion playing that character. Like you can't tell the difference. He could have just walked right off of Firefly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like this. In fact, it looked like the Rookie, other than him being a lot younger. But I guess this is kind of where you start to see, maybe there was previous stuff, but you start to see the Gunn gang form, the people he's going to drag through all his projects, and nothing wrong with that. But he's obviously very loyal, and so you have big projects with Rooker and everything. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Rooker's his muse.
Yeah.
Rooker's just eating it up in this one,
which is an amazing thing to say.
Love it.
Rooker is his muse. Think about that.
I know.
But also the least important character in this movie is Grant, because and I love that his name is Grant.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because Grant is he just has to get infected and turn into something else, and he has to be kind of like dashing out of frame all the time. And so like it really, that could have been anybody, but I can't imagine someone playing Starla the way Elizabeth Banks does.
Oh, she's
just perfect.
I love her.
She is perfect. Yeah.
I don't know why I mix her up with
Christian Bell.
Face.
No, who was in
No.
Red Eye? We saw Red Eye. Amy McAdams. Amy McAdams?
Oh, really? Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. I don't know if it's Amy.
Really
Interesting.
For some reason, I just constantly conflate their work. It's a little like, I can't think of another example, but I do it all the time. So when she was in this, I went, man, I'd love her in Spotlight. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not her.
Wait, right.
See, the reason I said, what's her face, Kristen Bell, is because I occasionally will get Elizabeth Banks and Kristen Bell confused with with their comedy chops. You know, they're both
funny,
really,
both
yes,
blonde,
exactly.
both beautiful people.
Yep, exactly.
There's a certain generation of amazing women from
In comedy.
this,
Yeah.
from this era and now they're directing. I mean, what did we watch? Cocaine Bear. She directed that.
Yeah, which I think this definitely influenced some Cocaine Bear levels, because this isn't a comedy, but it's a funny horror movie.
Yeah.
And Cocaine Bear is kind of that same thing. Cocaine Bear is not a comedy, but it is a funny horror movie.
Yeah, I think there's a class of these, and one of them is that. The other is Eight-Legged Freaks. The other one is this one.
Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane.
Not really horror, but yeah.
Right.
I was like,
maybe not full Sharknado, but there's some middle ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always like how Wikipedia struggles to get the order of the genres when they have a film. So like the Wikipedia entry for Slither calls it a science fiction comedy horror film.
Right. It's a tough call.
That's all correct. It's just like, how'd you decide that order? I don't know.
Right, exactly. I would have said maybe science fiction comedy horror or yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. The appearance of Jenna Fisher, just to get this out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very, very brief. She's my my kitten in the sink, by the way. She's there and she has her moment, but then her death and all the stuff that ends things. It's just like, where'd she go?
Yeah, she
I
goes.
think you
She goes
see her in
evil?
the. Yeah, she's infected, but I think you see her. There's that scene where you see a bunch of people in the latex of Rooker's body.
Yeah,
and I think she's on the bottom right. I think you see her assimilated into Rooker. She's been Rookered.
Okay,
Yeah.
she'd been Rookered. I didn't realize that. All right, she's part of the giant.
I've been calling that the goop orgy.
Yeah, that's where you get. That's where you get your Sean Gunn. His brother's in that goop. The testicle thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about Sean Gunn.
Yeah, he
does make an appearance in this, though.
Yeah,
huh?
He does. Yeah. Did Jenna Fisher get this because of The Office? Which way did it go? Because
she was married to she was married to James Gunn.
Yeah, they were married.
That's
at the time.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if like one character, and because she's basically is the same character, right? Pam from The Office, is basically
very Pam Beasley. Yeah.
So
except a little bit more. I don't know, not quite as friendly, even before the sluggening.
I'm trying to find this photo. I can't, but he's in that ball. The base of it looks like a giant testicle ball. Basically, he's in there screaming and reaching and stuff. Sean Gunn is that.
Sean Gunn is okay.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for him, you'll find him.
I am looking for
Jenna
it.
Fisher was also in the specials, by the way. Just
okay.
She had been on The Office for 2 years when this movie came out. So the trivia that caught my attention was that they sent Jenna Fisher to do the late shows to promote Slither, which it's like, I mean, they had expanded her role and everything. They tried to make her, have some more screen time.
Perfect.
You
Nailed it.
Nailed
That would have been the original name for this podcast if Film Sack was taken.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I was curious
I don't know what happened there, because they seem like a really nice couple for a really long time, and then I don't know, people fall away, I guess, or whatever. But she was kind of standing in, because according to the trivia, there was a dude in that role. And last minute, the dude got some gig where it was like, I have a pilot opportunity. I have to go. I don't know if this ever worked out, but he leaves and he's like, let's get my wife to do it.
Yeah. There you go.
And that man was Aziz Ansari.
There he is.
I was curious if Slither kind of sat on the shelf for a minute, because a lot of the things in the movie, first of all, the movie felt out of time, which was probably intentional. Yes. It's supposed to also be in South Carolina. I feel attacked. But
there were times I felt like, God, this could so easily be one of the Denver mountain towns, like Vail,
right.
Not Vail, but Eagle, or
right.
But it was Langley, BC, and it's all over Langley, BC. And the thing that took me out was that everybody is dressed up for cold weather the entire time, but like it's just because it's cold there, and like I'm sorry, but South Carolina isn't cold most
No.
of the year, you know?
Yeah, yeah, not most of the year. And it said they kept flashing stuff like 2005. This was released in 2006, and I was like, well, maybe it's on the shelf for a minute then because it just felt a little out of time for some reason.
Yeah, but like you said, that's probably on purpose, right? Like that was the thing they meant to do.
And by the way, I remember the advertising for this film. The marketing arm, I remember because I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. Like this, these alien worm things. Before I went, I was kind of thinking, oh, it's going to be like an alien worm kind of invasion thing. And then when I get there and I see this weirdness that James Gunn is presenting, it was like way opposite of what I was expecting. I enjoyed it, but it was way different.
Yeah, they were clearly going for like, hey, remember campy B movies?
Yeah.
What if we made that and then dressed it up with some modern stuff and didn't go too hard on special effects? Instead, they used a lot of practical CGI. They used a lot of practical, which is nice.
Yeah,
but
I'm assuming he called upon some of his previous trauma people and said, "Hey, I want to do some wild special effects, make everything gross. Can you help me out?"
Clearly, I mean that thing with them. I just put a picture of him with Sean Gunn. The big giant gelatinous nightmare that is that final scene.
Yeah.
That didn't look cheap to me. That looked like a lot of work and a lot of prosthetics and like when and even the lady that exploded and all the worms in the barn, the way that she was like being torn apart. I don't know how they were doing all that. It looked practical to me, but that was amazing.
Yeah. They the interview about Brenda, the way he wanted the special effects, he kept drawing basically different ways of doing the Brenda thing, and finally he said, "No, I want it to be just a giant boob with her head as the nipple and two little arms sticking out the sides."
Well, he did it. He nailed it.
The success, yes. Looking at that, by the way, that image you put of him and Jenna Fisher. First of all, comb your hair. Second of all,
right?
Second of all, who open mouth kisses?
I don't know.
She cheek.
Definitely looks like she's trying to escape. There, it's like she's like, I'm out.
Oh, I don't know. She looks like she's happy, but nobody open mouth kisses their wife's cheek.
It's in public anyway. Look at that.
In public.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
hoovering it or something.
James Gunn seems to me like the kind of person that likes to do the shock value. So I think maybe he probably did that. Intentionally.
Hard to say. He's an interesting guy. Every time I hear him interviewed, I on one moment think he's a huge nerd, and then there are times where I go, "You're kind of a deviant." Like you're
kind of. I feel like
he's a super nerd. Like if you can look up his interview with Howard Stern, because he this is after he started doing the DC gig, and he talks about like his love of characters like Mitzelpick and these, super B and C level DC characters. That seems like an odd thing to say, but
DC,
but that he wants to really showcase in the.
He did it with Guardians, and DC has plenty of those things. Like Metamorpho in the comics is stupid. But let me tell you something. One of the best parts of that Superman movie is Metamorpho.
It totally is.
So once again, just proving he knows how to take the obscure, make it interesting, and Guardians was like the playground for that. Yeah. It still seems impossible. Like Guardians of the Galaxy prior to his work was like this weird ass 70s mistake. It's like, what are we even doing? That's a tree. That's a raccoon. This is dumb.
Right.
Comics.
It wasn't even tree and raccoon at first with Guardians. It was basically all the characters you see with Sylvester Stallone at the end of Guardians 2 were the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, right.
The dude made of glass and the metal dude and all that stuff. Like, Johnny 99 and stuff like that.
Yeah, just the corniest possible,
for sure,
concepts, right? And then made it awesome.
Yeah, made it one of the best parts of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
I feel like Slither was like he had to get it out of his system. So I feel like a lot of writers and directors who make their way this way are spend their childhood thinking, what inspires me to want to kind of get involved with movies? And I think this was like maybe something that was kicking around in his head for a real long time. Like he probably had some characters that were kind of like probably just floating around in his head, and he just needed to get this movie out. It's because it's at the time when you're young, these ideas sound freaking amazing. It's like, oh, what if there's this world destroying parasite that comes to Earth and and destroys everything and just, infest everything. And
what if I
of,
called my buddy Rooker and said, "Hey, come do that"?
Yeah, what if I called my brother? So this feels like that. This feels like fulfilling that childhood dream, so that you can then move on to
a little bit
competent movie making
to make the movies you want to make, or this feels like a movie he'd want to make, but it does
I feel like he wanted to make it.
Yeah.
But he had to get it out of the way and go, okay, now I have a direction. Now I can move into the other movies.
Yeah. I can see that.
I don't think Gunn was that young when he made this movie. He was 39.
But still,
this is so weird.
This is his first success.
That's true,
where he gets to make his own calls.
To Randy's point, though, he has a youth. He looks like a baby trapped in a man's body.
He totally does, yeah.
So when he finally let his hair go white after I think it was after Suicide Squad, it was like, whoa, what's going on there? But still somehow he looks young under that. I don't get it.
I mean, Lucas had to be talked into doing American Graffiti because he wanted to do a bunch of, high concept. He wanted to fulfill all those childhood ideas.
THX 1138, sci-fi
he wanted
stuff,
Yeah, you have to get that out of your system to become, something that everyone can enjoy. You have to get those things out.
I don't know if it's like
whatever age.
I don't know if it's like just
kind of thing,
getting it out of your system as much as it's they're on a path. This is part of the path. This is what they can afford. This is what Hollywood greenlit. Okay, now what's next? Okay, let's push this a little further. Like this, I think that's just part of the thing. I think it's less that he was like, oh, I got this Slither idea. I got to shit this out or I'm going to get constipated. But in the end, maybe that is what it is. Like in the long run, maybe that's what it is. You had to take your first shits and then, and then you had a good flow. You got good
flow.
We're going to carry this metaphor through to its logical conclusion.
We're just going to go all the way. All the way with it. Yeah.
All right.
I loved, okay, so I was trying to remember because when I watched this time, the thing that felt the most weird or out of place was that Slither deer. And James Gunn, you said it, talked about that.
He hates it. Yeah.
He hates it. And the reason why I think he hates it is because I remember this should have been about the time that Fox was doing that When Animals Attack thing. Remember that show?
Yes.
And I think that was the first place I really was like, oh, shit, deer are scary. Right, they can be really scary, and I think maybe
Val Resnick made that reference. He says, "I watch Animal Planet all the time." Like, you're kind of leaning into that. I think so.
Yeah, we were kind of doing.
But you can see why he hates it, partially because it looks like ass,
and it looks like a comedy, right? Like it takes it out of what he
looks like
wanted.
It's like a Sam Raimi thing, is what it looked like.
Kind
to
of,
me.
yeah.
Little Sam Raimi at the beginning with the zoom camera.
Especially when you've got all these great practical effects like Rooker's long arm bouncing around as he runs out of the room and the whole Brenda thing, then having this puppet deer really just irritated the crap out of him.
And I like the story that kind of like let you ask questions because he didn't answer these questions because it's like, oh, is Rooker still in there? Is that character, is he still inside there? Is that why he has love? Is Grant in there somewhere? Is he tainting the alien, or is the alien just lonely?
Oh,
yeah, maybe the alien. The whole reason the alien acts out is his loneliness. They don't really answer that.
I mean, that's obviously not the case because we get the trope of the alien speaking as God, right?
Yeah,
right.
That your God will tell you exactly what he is up to,
right?
And so we find out that actually Grant has been kind of.
But they kind of also yes and no, because they also the fact that Kylie's character bites into one of the slugs and suddenly starts having the abilities to see the hive mind. So everything is kind of input into it as well.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think everything they experience, it all piles up, and now it's a big omnipotent Borg thing that can see it through all the eyes, have all the experiences. So I think the idea is that it's a really important piece of Grant that got retained that made him weak because that's his Death Star.
He's still exactly. His Achilles heel is his porthole. Right?
Yeah, his little hole that Luke can shoot things through. He basically went, "Oh shit, that's my one soft spot is her," which I don't blame him.
Yeah,
right. And his host is Grant. I mean, so that's his home base.
Yeah.
So how much does that impact?
Yeah.
Even though he's using the tool to
I
manipulate.
still can't believe they called him Grant, but whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's fine. It's a decision they made, and I'm okay with it. It's so parody. Like
It does feel, it doesn't quite take you out of it, but it does feel like, wouldn't it be funny if we called the character Grant?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Sean, that's awesome. It was my brother's idea.
It'd be funny if, like, her name was Grant and she married a Grant and became Grant.
And then Grant. Yeah, that would make more sense, right?
Yeah.
I did appreciate.
Yeah, good point.
I did appreciate the grenade. They were like going. This grenade is important.
It's important.
Going to be an
We're
important part
exactly
of the movie. Just wait till we get there, and just.
All it did was kill some pool bacteria, and that was it.
So that's our Chekhov's gun. We get Chekhov's gun subverted finally. This is, in this case, we see the thing, they make a big deal out of it, and then when it comes time to use it, Nathan Fillion playing Nathan Fillion shows up.
Right.
And he just cannot stop fumbling the damn thing. It's like he's like a child playing football or something. Like just keeps dropping it and kicking it around.
Yeah, it became quite the little sight gag as they went along. But I do like that this was a collection of unlikely survivors. I like when that happens.
Yeah.
So I knew Nathan Fillion would survive throughout, but I had no idea the teenage girl was going to play any role in this.
Right.
No,
so Kylie actually saves him.
Yeah,
right. It's not just that he's a survivor, because he's really not. He's a fumbling idiot. But if Kylie
you hear him tell the story, and he saved her.
Yeah, I know.
That's right.
That's a fun gag, by the way.
I enjoyed that.
She just goes with it.
Yeah.
The thing that I remembered most, though, I recalled very little from this movie because I'd only seen it like once at the theater, and almost everything I remembered was the Kylie character. I remember for some reason I was thinking, oh yeah, she's the hero in the end, and
she kind of is, but it takes a while to get there.
Yeah.
So in a way, that's to her credit. She was really good, I thought.
Yeah,
like maybe punching above the rest of this.
And I don't even know if it was the actresses. Well, she was doing a fine job. I think just the character was written totally an opposite of everything else. Everything else was like, I mean, let's look at it and go, okay, Starla Grant's character is like, that's absurd. Why would she be with Grant? And the whole thing. Most of the characters are very absurdist. But Kylie's character was very, the mayor was outrageous.
Right, they're embellished. The mayor is this ridiculous kind of mayor, but it's not absurd. He is very realistic.
What it was.
He's very realistically embellished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I liked about him though, well, I love not Clark Gregg. What's his name?
Greg Henry.
Timu William Hurt.
Yeah, Timu William Hurt. That's pretty good. What's weird is my brain goes to the timeline here. So my wife, and now she's doing it again. Every fall, she likes to watch Gilmore Girls as far as she can get into it during the fall.
Who doesn't?
She loves it. She loves
Me?
it. There are a lot of, this is a thing, I guess, but in my house, I thought it was just us, but she's so into it. So her and her nieces are watching it yesterday. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at a scene, and this thing's in like about the same time, 2006 or so.
Right.
And I'm like, well, there's Sean Gunn at the restaurant doing Sean Gunn shit. There's somebody else in this. Oh, there's Clark Gregg. He's also from that. We got Gilmore Girls connections, everybody. Greg Henry, I mean.
Greg
Henry.
I keep saying Clark Gregg. I cannot stop doing that.
Got you.
Anyway.
Get Coulson's name out of your damn mouth.
But he's in that, and he's very good in that. He's a douchebag, but he's pretty good in it. And the whole thing just kind of hits me like, man, what a weird thing it must have been. The office is all going crazy for his wife.
Yeah.
Greg Henry, Nathan Fillion's now between things, right? He just finished, they finished Firefly for him a couple years prior.
Right.
But it's just a weird, it's such a weird moment in time to just sort of see the whole thing. Rob Zombie is in this. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, I saw the trivia of the voice of the doctor on the phone.
Yeah.
I haven't seen your husband.
Yeah, he was a little nerdy for that. I didn't even capture it at the time because I didn't see the trivia till after, and I went, "Oh, well, you didn't need him." I mean, maybe it's a fun thing to do is have Rob Zombie in your movie, but
why not? Maybe it was just on the set, just hanging out.
To me, Rob Zombie's such a visual aspect.
Yes.
Why would you not?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Why not spend the big money? I don't know. I don't know what these people do with their lives.
Right.
I put there's no way you can get away with all that pet death in 2020в. I think that was rough.
I mean, after watching Friday the 13th last week, the
with
snake death.
Sure, the pounding of the snake.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I think you can get away with it. I think it's just a matter of how it's portrayed, and this was very blatant. And I think you just portray it differently.
Like what do you mean?
So this movie is about a guy who gets infected by an alien worm and then becomes super, super horny for eating meat.
Mm-hmm.
And was excuse me. The way that we lead up to it is he starts with the fridge, which he and Carla have a ridiculous amount of meat, and Starla. They have a ridiculous amount of meat in that fridge,
and it's unfrozen. Like, you know, he pulls out those packets, and unless they're planning on making a bunch of chili,
look, there's South Carolina people, and it's Grant. He's going to have that much meat in his fridge.
Yeah, but it's still on the styrofoam with the plastic on it. Should be in the freezer. And
well, the butcher at the Piggly Wiggly didn't seem too surprised by his order of meat. So
I didn't see the director's cut. Okay, so you've watched.
He's used to seeing.
So that guy, hold on a second. Is that actually a Piggly Wiggly? Did they brand it?
Oh no, I don't know. I just always Piggly Wiggly is my go-to because it's so regional. It is just absolutely regional.
Yeah, the only place I've ever been in one is Mississippi, and I've never seen one outside of it. So it's. I just don't think you can kill that many pets and show it that way. Like, it just, people are so sensitive to animal cruelty. Not even though this is fake, right? There's a bunch of fake pets and everything. It's not like they're killing real animals. But boy, howdy, dude!
I just feel like horror movies have a different set of rules. Like the scene where the scene where he on the horizon murders a whole cow. Like it was.
I do like that. Yeah.
It was totally acceptable in a horror movie.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I don't know why that stuff
and hilarious for some reason.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah. Actually, the cows are so stupid. I'm not going to say they deserve it, but they kind of deserve it.
I know, rude.
Wow,
jeez,
so dumb.
You're such a cow hater.
Like cow, all the cattle fans. And a couple of Hindus, they're all mad at me. Oh, man.
By the way, while we're along those early parts of the movie, I just want to bring up Brenda James as Brenda. She's the former childhood friend who shows up in town or whatever. Rooker and her reconnect, and then he's in a marriage that he's not getting laid for. Why isn't Elizabeth Banks wanting to have sex with Michael Rooker? Yeah. Anyway, he kind of pursues Brenda a little bit, and then he realizes that he realizes he doesn't.
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go all the way. Anyway, I just thought Brenda James was really good, really like solid role for this because it's not easy. And I was like, who is this person? Looked her up. Oh, this was her last movie. Great.
Well, she quit working after that?
Retired?
Yeah.
Okay. Not dead, though. That's good.
She got a bunch of bit roles like this leading up to this, and then that was it.
I think she's really good.
Been the nipple on a James Gunn boob. I mean, it's hard to get work.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're going to get typecast.
Oh, yeah.
For the rest of
no kidding, right?
I loved, by what we're talking about, other cast members, Catherine Kirkpatrick, the karaoke lady.
Yeah.
Kills it.
Why? So we only get her for that hot minute, right? I was hoping we'd get more out of her.
She comes back in a couple of little scenes where she's kind of milling around. And
she's like the main face on the Goop Orgy.
Yeah.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll play this early for everybody here.
I know all there is to know about the crying game.
That's the other thing this movie does.
Best song pick.
And for those of you just tuning in, nope, that's not my singing at the beginning of the show. You might get it confused. But,
it's easy to do. Don't feel bad.
That's right.
Here's the thing, though. This is another example. So this is his first directed movie, and you see it all through it. He loves the music, and he loves to juxtapose things that are almost like discordantly not matching with the music, and then it kind of creates its own fantastic little vibe. And I thought, well, that's just a Guardians thing, and then he kind of carried that through his Superman and some of his other projects. But no, man, he is into it.
I'll get back to Slither. Like that. What song are they playing when they're when the height of the montage where they're like kind of running through in slow motion.
Oh,
that was that felt the most James Gunny.
Yes, because it is. He usually pairs it with montages. What was the song? Let me look.
Every Woman in the World?
No, that's the romance. That's the Getting It On song.
Getting It On.
There was, but there was some of that. Like they had some action happen during the last playing of that song. Not the romantic "Let's Do It" versions earlier.
Right. But they brought it back for another little montage.
Yeah.
The opening of the montage, and then they switched to something else.
Yeah, it worked really well. That has a way of. That's why I appreciate that he does it. It has a way of applying meaning to a song that I otherwise could is forgettable. I think Air Supply is like a musical mistake in our history. They're just not good. They're just it's just trashy garbage slow dance 80s shit.
The most banal pap that ever has been committed to vinyl.
Great way to put it. And so when you hear it in this context, it suddenly gains something. And not that. The Guardian soundtrack is actually awesome, but I would argue there are a bunch of these 70s songs and, ELO songs and all these other things on that soundtrack where you go, yeah, they're fine. They're from an era. They're whatever. And I can hear them here and there. But that movie made them all better. And you wanted to hear them.
Hooked on a Feeling and Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. That's huge because the movie opens with freaking Star-Lord dancing around on an alien planet.
Yep.
And right from that moment, you're getting something way better.
Yeah. I mean, Superman's got that Iggy Pop thing.
Yeah.
I'm a rock star. Yes, I am. That whole, or a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Punk rocker.
Yep.
That is the most forgettable, I don't give a shit about song I'd ever heard prior to that movie.
Right.
That movie put it in such a perfect juxtaposition that every time I hear it now, I feel inspired.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So he's got
a little
talent.
bit closer in the second or third one a second one because it's Yondu's arrow flying around the ship, killing Ravagers. This one, you also get the Yahoos at the very end with a song called "Baby I Love You," but please get the F out of here, whatever it is.
Oh, the credit song, that was great.
Such a freaking throwaway classic that he just brings new life to. Love to. He's a guy I'd love to talk music with because I'm sure he's got
He's clearly got a taste for all that.
Yeah.
Like an eclectic mix.
Speaking of taste, Mr. Pibb is the only Coke I like.
Oh, my God. That's the most southern thing I heard in the whole movie.
Yes, right.
That was great.
What did you, when you hear that, because you guys still do that over there, right? Like kind of culturally, you'll say Coke is a...
Coke. Yeah. Not everybody, but a few people do exactly that. And the only other thing that really rung true with me is I haven't heard anywhere else is calling mosquitoes skeeters. We call them, skeeters.
Oh, we have things here that we call skeeters that aren't mosquitoes. That's interesting.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
They're called. I think they're just I don't know what they are now that you said.
Oh.
To dig into that a little bit, but yeah, they're water. You know, the water bugs that kind of skim across the water. That's what we call skeeters.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, because they look like
skeet
skaters.
across.
Yeah, but we also call roly-polies potato bugs, and that's wrong. So,
yeah, boy, that's way wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably better than roly-polies because that name just came from, well, it curls up into a ball and then it roly-polies around.
Just rollies around. That's fantastic.
Like
pill bug. Isn't that a pill bug?
Yes.
Oh, I think it is pill bug.
Official
It's like a
name?
pill.
Yeah.
Official
Woodlouse.
pill.
Woodlouse.
Woodlouse? Oh, my gosh.
Whoa, really?
It's the two little performer guys from Bug's Life. I love those two.
That's right, yes.
Ta-da! They were amazing. What else here? Oh,
hold on.
Yeah.
You're don't skip me past the trope of I need a freaking drink.
Wait, hold on. Let's give you a trope. Hold on. Where is it? Where the hell did I put the tropes? The tropes are right here.
I think it's the most memorable thing in the movie when Greg Henry is like, I need a freaking drink. That trope is in everything. It's constantly being used by people who they're basically an alcoholic and they they're currently separated from their alcohol, and so someone hands them like Bacardi 151 and they take a swig of it, in this case he can only exist if he gets his Mr. Pibb. And it's just so I don't know, it's just like the perfect addition of casting this man to play this role and say this line. He's just it's perfection.
I think it's one of the best performances I've ever seen him give, and I know that that's a weird thing to say because it's mostly for comedic effect and all that, but it could have been way tropier, and he made me actually laugh multiple times.
Yeah.
I thought, I almost called him that wrong again. Greg Henry was amazing.
The thing is, it's the double G's. We've got we know a lot of Gregs, but
Yeah.
not a lot of Gregs with 2 G's at the end of their name.
Yeah,
That's
but it
weird.
definitely has the two first names thing going on too, which throws me. But
The fact that his character is absolutely unnecessary but still enjoyable says a lot, because
and
he doesn't really do mayor stuff.
No.
And he dictates his own fate. When the time comes, he realizes he doesn't want to be transformed. And so he just says, kill me. And boy, does he die quick.
That was great. Nathan Fillion's look. Finally.
Yeah, because he's been established as kind of a villain. He's kind of, like the very first thing in the movie is him being a jerk, right?
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion just shoots him immediately.
I love it. I love that
look on his
part.
face.
That was
No
great.
hesitation.
Who was that real old guy that talked about something falling off his wiener in the war?
Oh, I love him too. Walking around, it's like something that fell off my.
Because that's not Lloyd Kaufman, who he does put in these
little
things.
bit, yeah, a little, yeah.
I like the whole posse that they pull together. Those guys are fun. I like the guy who gets ripped in half. That was.
Oh, that's
And
my
they just-
favorite ones. Although,
Yeah.
we need to talk about this. This is a trope to me. This is in a lot of horror movies, and I could probably name 3 or 4 right now. I'll like Underworld had one of these where Bill Nighy's character got slashed and
Bifurcated.
It was his shoulder and half his head or something.
Yeah.
And for a minute, he's like acting like, hey, something's different. And then it would slough off into the ground.
Ghost Ship was the best.
This is my question about that. When I'm no medical expert, and I understand trauma, like immediate trauma, the human body does some wild things to survive.
Go into shock.
But if somebody split you in half, even if it was such a fine, let's just assume that it was a fine laser cut, where you for sure would at first go, wait, what's going on? That never feels real to me. I always go, no, you'd be dead.
Your brain synapses would not be able to process to go from one side to the other to your spine to register like a.
As humans, we really do glom onto the idea of what's those last couple of seconds like if you have the opportunity to think about your dying.
Yeah.
And
Does a person who goes through a guillotine, do they experience, are they aware of what's going on?
So much so that we were like, hey, I know you're about to die and all, but hey, could you blink so that we'll know for science?
Right, exactly,
for science.
Yeah.
If you could,
yeah, we did that, right?
yeah. If you could just, blink, let us know.
The royal we
we're
did
curious.
that,
The royal we ourselves didn't do
yeah.
it, but somebody did ask, like somebody going through a guillotine, like, hey, do us a favor, like once you
do us
if you're aware of your surroundings,
do us a solid. If you see anything, just blink once. If you don't,
curious.
blink twice. It's a very odd thing, and I don't know that we've ever figured it out. And we know, I'm sure we've had. Okay, I'm making this up because I just assume it. But somebody's had electrodes on somebody's brain during the death process, perhaps an older person, whatever, and they're trying to get data. They said, please use me for science, and they recorded brain activity right up until the moment of death. So we probably know something, but we really don't know if the guy's like, oh shit, I've been split in half. I'm now going to fall to the pieces that I've been made, and I'll notice most of it until I don't. I just don't
This one
think.
fascinated me the most, actually, because typically it's like you said, Scott, it's like a half cut. This is cut down the middle, and we know our brain communicates. Each half communicates through the middle, right? And so, what happens then? Is it still close enough for those? I know the electrical charges to pass between.
Right. Can
It's curious.
still
It's human-
connect from
human
right.
curiosity, really. We want to know.
I want to
It's
know.
a Dr. Jerry Tolbert question, I think it is.
Maybe he knows. Yeah, maybe he's done some dark shit. And
Scott, I want to answer the question that you asked at the beginning of this chunk, and that is, who is the old guy who said something fell off his dick in the war? That was an actor named Tom Heaton, and like several parts of this film, he is from British Columbia, or I guess Nathan Fillion's actually from Alberta, but he's from a part of BC called the Sunshine Coast, and it was one of his last performances. This movie, he retired a couple years after this movie came out, and he has just such a choice moment,
it's great,
just to have this one great line in your movie.
What happened
He was in the reindeer games as Ugly Staffer.
Oh,
really? Working at the casino? Yeah.
You remember that? That's funny.
Pissing
No, I
Dennis
don't. I saw it.
Farina, you looked it up. Yeah. Pissing off Dennis Farina with.
Oh man, that Farina performance. Speaking of great performances, he was so good in that.
Other
but yeah.
person that I think is in this movie because they're Canadian is our cinematographer. That is a guy named Gregory Middleton. We have only seen Gregory Middleton once before on FilmSack for the cinematography for The Butterfly Effect, probably another Vancouver movie. I don't remember exactly, but I thought the dude did a perfectly good job for a very small movie. Like the shots where you're like in first person moving around the woods could have been really bad.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
I thought they were actually pretty good.
Yeah. None of this struck me as technically incompetent. That's the thing I think I liked about it is it's aiming for let's do some schlock, but let's not have it look like schlock. It all looks good.
I think coming from trauma really makes a big difference. I mean, if you are used to working on a shoestring budget to make really outrageous effects, and then you get opportunity to work with a real budget, that just seems like that would go really well for you.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
It feels like a guy that's just been waiting for someone to give him that budget. Like Guardians felt that way. It was like, give me the money, give me the actors I want.
I've got it.
Yeah,
Don't worry
but
about
just like see what's come out of that. Like, would Palm Clementif had the career she has? Probably not. Would Dave Bautista had the boost he got? Probably not.
Right.
Certainly, Chris, what's his name, was already on the rise, but I think
Chris
Pratt.
Yeah,
Pratt.
The lesser of the Chris's, in my opinion. He's the mean. He's the
he reminds me a lot of the Nathan Fillion character, which is, I wouldn't say the reluctant hero, but kind of like the reluctant leader. Like people keep like putting him in leadership roles, even though he's kind of a man child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he fit that role perfectly. Because at the end of the day, you want somebody who's like Captain Malcolm Reynolds is the same character. Like Randy said it, I think he's the same guy in Firefly. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what he does best. He's just so affable and so likable and all that. It's like the opposite of the Green Lantern he played in Superman.
Yeah.
Well, and he makes a face as a reaction that is just purely the same in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll bet you in every single episode of Castle, he makes that face.
I never did see any of Castle.
Maybe
was Castle good?
He's only got the one face to work with. So I mean,
it's a good point. It's a good point. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Tap into his other face for a while?
Yeah.
It's a good point though. That's what he does, and I think we love him for it. Yeah. I do. I like him a lot.
Oh, for sure.
Totally.
How can you not like Nathan Fillion? The guy's got 2 roles in the DCU. He's the freaking guy with the arms coming off. He ends up dying, but the one in
the new Superman movie.
No, the new but the one with the arms coming off in Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, yeah,
that was him. And then that's the thing with Rooker. You can be in the same universe, but if you're his friend, he'll just go ahead and keep casting you as other shit. That's fine.
Yeah,
like I'll bet you Yondu. Well, no, we already know that. Oh, he's Marvel though. Never mind. I'm mixing them up.
I keep doing the same thing.
I just did that crossover thing.
It's fine.
Whatever. I
really don't like Nathan Fillion in a blonde bowl cut. It's just terrible.
No, it really is disturbing. Yeah,
it's partly why I like it though. It's like it is disturbing. It makes him seem like a bigger doof than he is. Guy Gardner is a doof.
Yeah,
I thought it was a brilliant decision, and also just it's a nod
to hate him. Which is good.
It's also a bit of a troll because I do think James Gunn, who knows the comics back and front, who knows that Guy Gardner had this shitty bowl cut in the comics for a long time. I think he's almost like trolling people a little bit.
Why does bowl cuts make me so angry?
I don't know.
What is that?
It's terrible.
Is it something in nature? Is it something built into my?
Maybe it's your Yahoo like you're fine with Yahoo comedy, yokel comedy, but that bothers the crap out of me. And maybe it's blonde bowl cuts for you.
I don't know. Like, I hate this guy.
Maybe that's it. We had a guy in the house yesterday saying, I love Film Sack. I said, oh, you listen. It's my niece's husband. He goes, oh, yeah, it's my favorite show you guys do. You know what you should do? And I said, what? Ernest Scared Straight.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
And I said, I think it's Scared Stupid, not straight.
Scared Stupid. But that's fine.
Had to correct
I know what you mean. And I agree.
Scared Straight. What does that even mean?
Well, he said Scared Straight. I assume he's referring to like the Scared Straight thing.
Those used to be those Scared Straight films where kids.
Oh, right.
You're like just staying out of jail.
You're a wannabe criminal, all right, and you have to be scared.
Yeah, Scared Straight, like walking straight, not gay or not. which is kind of has a whole other. That's a very different show.
It almost combines the idea of Ernest Goes to Jail and Ernest Scared Stupid, which is a Halloween thing, right?
Which I think is why I brought it up, because I was talking about Sacktober. I'm about to go downstairs and record it and this and that, but it did make me well aware that we are short on Ernest movies. We've only done the jail one, or Christmas one.
Didn't we do Christmas? Yeah, I was gonna say Christmas.
Yeah, we should do another one. I know people. It's a mixed bag. I know. Dunaway. If it's one of those that doesn't like it very much, but
I'm gonna need a commitment to Spice World if we're gonna do Ernest Saves. I'm gonna need it right now, right here. A commitment that if we do another Ernest movie, we're doing Spice World.
You have my axe. I would love to watch.
I could see that.
I've never seen Spice World.
I wouldn't say I would love to watch it, but I will certainly experience it with you. Absolutely.
Listen, I gave up on Britney Spears' Crossroads a long time ago, but probably for good reason. But you're never going to pry Spice World out of my cold dead.
I'll do it.
Demanding hands.
I am not of the position that I would not watch it. I would love to.
It's not streaming, probably.
No, it's not at all. And I just checked because it's been on the watch list for the entire time we've been doing Film Sack. And
oh wow,
and
really? Okay.
By the way, it wouldn't even make the bottom 50 Film Sack movies on the Rotten Tomato meter.
Yeah.
Like Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 35%. It's not that bad.
Yeah. You mean like ratings? Okay, I wasn't sure what you meant.
Yeah, but boys, Spice World never streaming, never gonna stream. It's
so
like
many cameos in the damn thing too.
Yeah.
Are there?
I love cameos.
Is that why? Do you think? You think that's what it is? They have to pay out so many residuals.
I would actually think it's a music licensing situation because there's
that makes sense. That makes sense.
All the originals in there, but then there's a couple covers. So yeah,
I think Victoria Beckham bought all the rights to the movie and buried it,
so no one could get it.
Freaking posh! What a bitch!
Yeah. Well, tell us how you really.
That's
feel.
a quote straight from the movie, right?
It is. It comes right from the movie. Once you see it, you'll understand it.
It'll all make sense to you. So that's interesting. Why is music such? This is always the reason. It
like
feels
the
like
WKRP thing. You know?
Yeah, WKRP. Or I was trying. Dunaway, you and I were just talking about Sling Blade, and I did some digging, and that's a music thing. Why you never see Sling Blade streaming anywhere. Right. Pisses me off.
Music.
Driving us to pirate, you a-holes. It's always music. It's like, well, why aren't you charging every time I see a face? Or maybe you are. Maybe they do.
Maybe you do.
I don't know. Maybe music is just too much on top of that. I don't.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't
know.
I don't understand how that.
Yeah, there were. I think we talked about this before, but there was a time about 10 years ago when all the Cameron Crowe films on Netflix had alternate music in the place of very important songs.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just they were just trying to save some money, and some studio got involved and paid for the proper music to be on the streaming versions of those movies.
You can imagine what it would do to a James Gunn movie. He has these songs are chosen for reasons. There's context, there's texture.
Yes,
and then you change
but
it.
yes and no. You could change out some 70s songs for other 70s songs, and there's not much of a.
But you can't do it now, is what I'm saying.
How dare you?
Right.
If you change that ELO song that everybody loves now, people would go, "What the hell is this? This is not the song that was in there." So once you do it, you're locked. And if you change it later for like a release, like, oh, now we're putting it on Blu-ray, but sorry, we had to take out all the.
Oh, it made me so mad when they did that to the Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle did it. The worst, I think the worst offender was Northern Exposure. They just jacked that shit up.
Yeah.
Because that thing was so about the music every week. And I don't know. I feel like the music industry is just a little bit of a giant collective dickhole. You know?
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. Yeah.
They're a big old giant. Slither.
There are too many people who don't do anything, who are taking a big chunk of the pie and forcing into these archaic licensing and ownership rules that just screw everybody else over, including the artists and the fans.
Yeah, it's lame.
And the podcasters.
Hey, don't forget about us over here.
Yeah.
Hey! But he did somehow manage to make an alien, zombie, and creature feature all in the same time. I feel like this is a little bit like Dunaway, you're saying, we got to shoot your shot while you have it. This is like almost like him going, well, I could pitch that I have an idea for a creature feature. I got another idea for an alien possession movie, and then I got a zombie movie. And instead, he's like, nah, I'm gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna do all of that in one movie.
Yeah.
And this is maybe the biggest example in film sack history of let's take a ton of genres, like the alien space part is just whack. It's like, why is that even in here? And then just mush them together. And I have to say, I think it worked pretty good. I had a good time. It was fun. You know,
I think this movie's fine as long as you're not if you're averse to like slime and gross, like my significant other is, then you're not going to be able to sit through this because it is slimy, grossy time.
Yeah. Guess who dislocated his shoulder?
Was it Nathan Fillion who did?
No, Rooker.
No, it was Rooker.
Rooker.
Yeah,
He's
during
always-
that scene with the long dangly arm.
Yeah.
He went out there's a scene where he goes out the door and it bangs on the door. And that apparently dislocated his shoulder.
And he still did several takes before he told anybody.
Yeah. He's that guy's
a beast, man.
Yeah,
The
he
beast of
is a
Rooker.
beast. And I'll tell you what grossed me out the most, by the way. Here we go. Let's, since we're talking about this.
Gross.
Is Elizabeth Banks having sex with Michael Rooker?
Unfortunately, yes. Making out with and or having any sort of intimate contact with Michael Rooker really gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I'm not like it's not a body shame thing or anything. He's in great shape, actually.
Yeah.
It's
he's
something
very
about Rooker. I can't
He had a hole in his belly. Let's hold on a minute. How does she continue getting horned up after she's seen the hole?
Well, it was a little
in
one.
Her husband.
There was a little bit of one. It wasn't.
No.
He just.
Yeah, that's a small hole.
That thing was. I'm sorry. You could go back and look at that scene.
The hole itself was little, but the infected area around it is something to be like, I am not touching you until you go get that checked out from Dr. Zombie.
Good.
Look, she's already showed her abilities, her tolerance for,
Probably
what she'll
Dr.
accept.
Probably Dr. White Zombie. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. White. That's
Dr.
probably-
Zombie.
Dr.
Yeah.
Rob.
Dr. Rob. Hey, Dr. Rob, does this look infected to you? With the bitches and yeah, no, I just can't. I'm no lady, all right? But once in a while, I will see some dudes
You are
sometimes.
to us, Scott.
I'll see I'll see your Glenn Powells of the world or your whoever's and even your new Rat Boy actors, all the Rat Boys. I'll see these guys and go, yeah, I could see where the attraction is. I get it. But I look at Rooker and I just need Yondu and weird shit and serial killers. I can't make out with that guy. No,
You're saying his acting career has painted what you think of his
yes,
his
but
bedroom
also when you
prowess.
when you get him basically naked in his whitey tighties, that's where I realize I'm not gay for Michael Rooker is what I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what I mean? And I love him. When he's on, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I used to worry he'd drop an F-bomb every time I saw him because on what was it? What's the zombie thing that was so huge forever?
Oh, Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
He's impressive to see, by the way. In real life, he's an impressive guy to look at. He's nice.
Yeah, you've seen him at a couple Dragon Cons, right? Like he was
Up close, talk to him.
the Night Attack special guest for one of theirs.
Yeah, supposedly a
shades the whole
super
time. I loved
open,
it.
nice
Yes, he
guy.
did. I was there that year too.
Yep.
Which makes sense because Gunn hangs around people who like to work together.
Yeah.
And
Right.
clearly Rooker seems like a team player.
Yeah.
And Fillion
He's a
and
nice
everybody
guy from
else.
that
They're all just like, yeah, man, let's go. What are you making next? Sweet. We'll be in it. You don't have to pay me much. I get that vibe.
Yeah.
Because on the other hand, they're all working other stuff too. They're all busy. You know, Rooker's in. Did we watch Replacement Killers? We did. Did we?
Did we?
Danny Trejo, Chun Yao Fat.
I'm done. Trying to remember what.
Yeah,
was.
why am I know. Honestly, why am I even trying it? Seriously.
Right.
Yes, we sacked the Replacement Killers quite some time ago.
Okay, Mira Sorvino, all those guys.
Yeah.
I love that movie for two reasons. One, they have this great soundtrack, and I like Chun Yao Fat, all the Hong Kong stuff. That's great.
Sure.
But what I really liked was Michael Rooker as, for once in a while, he plays a good guy, and he was a cop in that. And he was great, but he rarely plays, he's either a weirdo or bad.
Right.
That's what you get out of him. Now, I know Yondu's not bad, but he's bad and then not bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yondu
He's bad adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still a little bit of a weirdo too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
Yeah, and he had
Major weirdo.
to come around to being Yondu the hero.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you guys heed my advice about watching the post credits?
Yes, I did. I watched it.
Good.
Yes.
The cat noise. I may even captured it, I think.
Oh, good. Excellent.
I don't think it was necessary.
It wasn't necessary,
no.
but it was there. Yeah.
Yeah. And if there was a sequel,
I think you're trying. The words you're trying to look for, Randy, are it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, there you go.
It wasn't.
Not bad. Not bad.
And that's because if you want a sequel, there's more aliens out there. Like
Right.
the universe is apparently teeming with these aliens. So you can have a sequel. You just need to drop another meteor.
Yeah, I don't know if they really had high hopes for a sequel or whatever. I don't think there's anything he returns to though. I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Someone really famous like Martin Scorsese once said that every movie maker other than me is constantly wanting a sequel to everything they ever do.
Right.
And like I believe it.
Yeah.
I think that
And we see it differently than they would. I mean, I watched that Lord of the Rings thing recently. What was it on?
That thing?
Amazon Prime. Yeah, the documentary.
The new. Okay,
I was trying to get to it. Yeah. So there's Lord of the Rings documentary on Prime, and I kind of can see it because like you kind of want to get the band back together. It's not necessarily that you feel like you had more story to tell, but it's just like, oh, you had a really good time working with these people, and man, you would just love to see do more.
And Scorsese does that all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got De Niro and everything for a reason. He puts, you know, these Pesci and everybody else. He puts them in these things because they work so well. So I think the reason you never see a Scorsese sequel, not that any of his movies really lend themselves to it, but it's because his stories they have finality to them, and often it's historic finality. It's like,
and people go see his movies for him. I don't think you may like the subject, but typically you go like, oh yeah, that's the reason.
Well, you go for him, and then you go for the performances of these actors he drags around with him. So if you really want to see, balls to the wall acting, Goodfellas has you covered every time.
Yeah.
And
I want to see this
forever.
crew do something crazy.
But nobody wants to make a Goodfellas follow up, like Godfather style.
Right?
Why? Well, I think Scorsese's really good at putting buttons on shit. Just like bonk, that one's done, stamp of approval, wrapped up, ship it. That's it. Whereas James Gunn inspires ideas like, oh, what happens to the Guardians next time? You feel the draw of the what's next with him, which I think is a comic book sensibility, by the way.
Right, and it's just kind of a cynical way of looking at other filmmakers, I think, but it's very true. You just like, even Michael Mann is trying to make a Heat 2. Like, there's no
Heat 2 hotter.
Yeah. He said, that's funny you bring that up. They just said yesterday they're going to employ some de-aging stuff, which a lot of people get real nervous about.
Yeah, I know. I like just write the story different.
Yeah, or make a new heist movie. Like you're Michael Mann, you can do whatever you want. They'll give you the keys to the kingdom. Just say you're going to do that. But I get why people get stoked about Heat, because Heat is, it's all timer.
Sure, and he has a history. Like he didn't make a Miami Vice 2. He didn't make a Collateral 2. The main thing, by the way, that you got to do when you're making a movie like Slither, if you have hopes of a sequel, don't kill off your main characters. That they survived the whole movie. Yeah. So it's like, I just felt like the stinger on this thing was a waste of my time.
Yeah, just didn't feel like they were really going to do it. It was more like, there's no one out there. Anyway, see you next time. Make sure you get popcorn. A little bit of that, which is fine. Yeah. We're not going to complain. Okay, one other thing, and then we can get to clips. The car crash when Fillion gets T-boned.
Yeah.
I have a particular anxiety of that shot. And anytime a movie does a thing where the driver doesn't see it coming, but in the distance through the windshield on the side of the car, the driver's side windshield, I see, or just window, I see that coming, rushing up to the car to hit it. We've seen it in a bunch of things. I'm sure it's a trope and it's got a name, but it gives me the most anxiety because it's one of my biggest fears is getting T-boned at full speed.
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah. Ever since the earliest one I can remember is 6 Feet Under.
Oh yeah.
You see in the very first episode, it's what kills the dad that then is a advisor ghost to the family going forward, or really to Peter Krause's character.
Yeah.
But it is so disturbing because you're basically watching somebody's imminent demise, and it's nothing you could do about it as a viewer.
And it's so instant and so final. Even in movies where they recover, it's an action movie. I don't know. John Wick is in a car wreck. He's probably. I bet if I had to guess, one of the John Wicks has a scene like this, or one of the Avengers movies, or one of the MCU movies probably has a scene like this. Probably the Russos did it in Winter Soldier. It doesn't matter how on the scale of serious to deadly it's portrayed.
Right.
It's like people getting hit by bus when they do that shot where they're like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And they steps out to the back of the street, and then wham, a bus goes by, kind of Final Destination style or whatever.
Yeah,
those two things. I don't know what it is about them.
Stress-inducing.
I'll tell you the trope, by the way, is called surprise car crash.
There you go.
And the trope example that I feel like everyone has seen or should see, and it will really, really stick with you, is the end of No Country for Old Men, where
Anton
Chigurh is on his way. He's got the money. He's on his way to Mexico. And another car just comes out of nowhere. And
really glad you brought that up, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. And because it's portrayed in that one, we're on the more serious scale of it. And it really threw me. And then those kids with like, "Mister, you can be okay. You want my shirt?" And he's like, "Sure." And he's like, "I'll give it to you for $5 or whatever." I'm like, everyone's shitty in this town. Everyone can go F off.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was the point.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan uses it a ton in his movies. His Batman movies, Batman's always driving along, or someone's driving along, and they get, run into from the side. In Inception, the crew gets hit by a train, that like a train sneaks up on them, which is yeah.
There it's Sorry, I was just going to tell. It just hit me. The kid who's there, who gives him his shirt, went on to be something huge now. I was trying to find it. I'm not going to find it quick.
I'm not going to.
Someone told me the other day. It's like, did you know that kid with the shirt is now like Mr. Hollywood? Let's see. Not Boots Sutherland. That's not it. Hold on here. No, Boots. Not going to find it, I'm afraid. Darn it. All right. Well, anyway, just trust me that there was something neat there, and I have no way of showing it.
It's Nito Completo.
Nito Completo. Speaking of which, let's get to... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say our Film Sack winner this week is Michael Rooker. No surprise there. He has been now in 6 episodes of Film
good job. Because we love him.
We do love him. Keep going, Michael Rooker. Keep rooking it. All right.
Rooking it.
You can swap places with the king if things are looking gnarly. Isn't that how the rook works? Anyway,
yeah, perfect.
Let's get into the non-chess related sound clips from the movie. We're going to start first with our James Gunn cameo. He was there very briefly on camera talking to the teacher. He's one of the teachers at the school. Blink and you miss it, but here he is.
The erosion in Cambodia is some of the worst. My friends wanted to buy a house there, but come on. Hey, Grant.
Okay.
Later, Hank.
I love that.
That's one of my favorite. Okay.
Also, Michael Rooker, for a hot second in this movie, made me think he was Stephen Root, and I'll play the clip where I thought Stephen Root was suddenly in this movie. So here it is.
Sugar Plum, you coming to bed?
It sounds like him, dude.
Oh, it does. Totally. Yeah.
Maybe it's the accent.
From his talk radio character.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
Almost all of them. His Justified character sounds like he's so great.
Yeah.
We need him. We need him more often. Oh, he was so good in True Blood. Gosh dang it. All right. Bill Dauterive forever. All right, here we are. This is meat.
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 Meat. Meat. Meat. Meat. More and meat.
Meat.
It's the word of the movie.
Yeah, the word of the movie is meat. They don't tell you that before.
True.
You got to figure it out. Sound of a dog getting it. Oh, geez. It's a terrible sound. Is that a real dog?
Of course.
Is it?
I always think about that. What they have to do to cats to get them to make that noise, they're squeezing their back leg or something. And
no, I mean, just like record them in the middle of the night doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah, but if they don't, they have to report. They have to show all this now, right? We have rules about how did you acquire?
You have to have somebody on set, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, there's something to do with that. I don't know.
But who knows if they have to do that if they're using previously recorded cat noises, because there are cat noises that they reuse for every freaking movie.
Oh yeah. There's probably some cat noise Wilhelm scream that we're unaware of.
Right.
Maybe that was
the
it.
Fluffy scream.
That was the dog Wilhelm.
Almost sounds like a chimpanzee now that you're playing it
does.
again.
Yeah.
That might be. That's funny.
Might be.
Why not? Office Connection, very brief one, but here's Jenna. I almost said Ortega. Jenna Fisher.
Ortega. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Here's her doing her thing.
Shelby, you gonna create hysteria?
Not today, Bill.
Not today, Bill.
Not today, Bill.
She really didn't have a lot to do in this, but it's fine. You get the... Oh, I love this line.
You touch some deer feces and then you eat a sandwich without washing your hands, you got your Lyme disease.
Maybe it's just Lyme disease.
I think you just get that from ticks, right? Lyme disease?
That's one way.
I thought so. Yeah.
I don't think
the one
you get
way.
it.
I think that's the only way, isn't
I
it?
think
Blood
it's the only
transfer.
way.
I don't know.
The
okay.
mayor is really used to bamboozling people with bullshit,
With nonsense.
That's just what he does.
That's his job. He does a great job.
Yeah.
Here's a gross line.
It looks like something that fell off my dick during the war.
I almost played that in the intro, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I like this filling. This is the most filling-in ass line. Here we go.
What's going on here exactly?
And it's funny because you throw some weird space words in there, like they had the weird new words. It would totally be a Mel Reynolds line.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
which I'm all about. I love it.
Sure.
We played this in the beginning, but I believe it deserves to get played again. Here you go.
This shit's about as far from God as shit can get.
Wow.
He's my MVP. I think he's my favorite thing in the whole movie. He cracked me the F up. I mean, he was the one making me actually laugh when there were jokes. So I think, a.k.a. Clark Gregg, for two first names. What is it again? Greg Henry. Deserves the credit. I don't know why it's so hard for me. It's really throwing me. I cannot do it. Okay, Skeeters.
There's a skeeter in here driving me bonkers.
Yeah.
Skeeter.
Perfect.
That threw me again because to me those are water bugs and nothing like a mosquito. So
that's funny. Yeah,
Southerners are weird.
It's funny that didn't make it over the mountains. There's some things that we share with Utah, Colorado colloquialisms, but skeeters is not one of them.
No skeeters like in mountain rivers or any of that stuff. Weird.
No, water striders. We call those the.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. In my head, I'm thinking you don't have the bugs. You have the bugs. You just have a different word.
We have the bugs. Yeah, the bugs made it over the mountains.
The word did not.
The weird word you give them did not.
Yeah, I don't know where we got it. All right, here's one more. This is about your Coke.
Where is the Mr. Pibb?
Where is the Mr. Pibb?
Where is the Mr. Pibb? I told her to
bring it over here. Well. If it isn't the Film Sack checklist, I'm going to go ahead and read these. These were, let's see, where are they? I've lost mine. There we go. Val Resnick is perfect as mayor. Check. Brief booby flash in the tub. Check.
Oh yeah. Did we get one?
Yeah. Very brief.
Oh yeah. It's very brief. I had to go back and try to pause it a few times.
Pause.
Yeah, she was.
We call that stretching the tape.
She's older, so she was playing younger. So nobody should feel too bad about.
If you pause.
Yeah, if you pause, don't feel too bad.
Be doing this.
Yeah,
you shouldn't feel too bad unless you spent more than 10 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
But for me, it was like, wait, did I just see that? And then I went back. Oh yeah, I did see that. Weird. Yeah. It's like a frame, literally.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing as a kid, like HBO descrambler.
Right. You'd never be able to freeze the VHS on there at the right moment, but sure.
Well, if you stretch the tape, like I said.
Yeah, that's true.
Just try me.
You've done stuff, Dunaway. You've been there. The movie is exactly as long as it should be. Check. Hour and a half. Perfect.
Yeah.
Give me the 90 minutes. This movie needed the assignment. Yep. Star Trek Connections. Gotta be one or two.
We got one. Believe it or not, only one Star Trek connection. That's Greg Henry. Greg was Mayor Jack McCready in this movie. He was in Star Trek Insurrection. He had a relatively small role in that movie, and he was in one episode of Enterprise. On the other hand, too many Marvel connections to even deal with. Sure. So let's just go with principles only. Elizabeth Banks was in 3 Spider-Man movies. Michael Rooker was obviously in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, all of them, including the voice of Yondu in What If and the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Greg Henry, all 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Nathan Fillion, 2 of the he skipped part 2 for some reason. Volume 2, please don't come at me.
He was doing the rookie or whatever. Too busy.
Yeah, but Nathan Fillion was in 2 of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and he was the voice of Headpool in Deadpool and Wolverine. And of course, by far our biggest is James Gunn, the director of this. He gets 17 credits across the MCU, and 3 of those are director credits because he directed the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, as we've been saying.
What were the other ones? Production or something, or writing?
He makes cameos in many things in the MCU.
Okay.
And he's got producer credits all over the place and so on.
Didn't know that. That's wild. He really left his mark and then left, literally. Shut the door and said, all right, DC's offering me $1 billion. Bye, everybody. All right, let's move on then. Soundtrack grade. I'd give it a PW for perfectly workable for the material. It was fine.
Yeah.
It's what you want for something like this, right?
Yeah, our composer for the non-pop music parts is a guy named Tyler Bates. And Tyler Bates also composed music for 2 other FilmSack films. We heard him in 300, and we heard him in the 2011 Conan the Barbarian.
Did we watch that?
Yeah, we sacked Conan the Barbarian.
The one with the...
you don't remember that?
With
Momoa? Don't remember the butt?
No.
Yeah.
I really don't. How did that... I know we did the original with
We did the original too, yeah.
Hold on. Conan.
We sacked this in December of 2013. It was FilmSack 187.
And this was the newer
I don't remember it either, Scott, if that makes you feel at all better.
Is it the newer one? Or
well,
the
I mean,
old
new
one?
New at the time, right?
Well, the Momoa one was 2011.
Oh, was it 2011?
We must have... I don't remember shit. I didn't do shit. That sounds like...
Let's watch it again.
Didn't remember it either.
All right. Well,
let's watch it again.
No, I think this is a sign you don't watch it again. Something must have been wrong there. Anyway, all right, well done. Let's get to the special social media post. I don't know why I said special. It doesn't have to be special.
Special media. Special media
Special
posts.
media post. This is where you guys in, let's give it 280 characters or less, have to sum this thing up in your own words. Let's start this week with Randy.
Slither. In Wheelsy Town, where folks ain't quite too bright, a meteor fell down one fateful night. Poor Grant got poked by something gross and red, then ate all the meat from his fridge of dread. His wife, the lovely Starla, tried the most, but everyone had an orgy of gross.
Oh, it was an orgy of gross, wasn't it? Gross.
Yep. Pretty gross. Let's swing it over to Dunaway.
Can't top that, so I'm just going to go with this instead. Slither, like nipple flicking foreplay. It may or may not be your thing. Hashtag watch responsibly.
Yep. All I could think of is, did they really have Michael Rooker?
That Rooker had to really do that to Elizabeth Banks.
That was, I don't know if that was her nipples or not. I'm assuming they were.
Well, you can kind of
putting that on my resume.
You can kind of angle it though, so you do it like a punch, and you can't really tell from the angle.
So you're thinking they fake flicked? I don't believe it.
I just don't know that she was down with it.
She wore pads in there or something.
I think it was fake nips.
Yeah, well, there were no. They didn't show the nips, right?
It's just showed them flicking. Just flicking something.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Maybe you're right. Brian Ibbett, take us home.
Slither, finding something to hate about this movie is like looking for a needle in a stack.
Yeah,
baby. I never heard that term before. Is that a term?
Yeah. I mean, it is. It is now.
It is now. I've heard. Yeah.
I've never heard it. That
never
was
heard
news.
it.
That was news to me, but I liked it. I won't deny it.
I was so glad you didn't include it in the clips because then I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to redo that for my.
I thought about it, but then I'd have to go beep it. So I'm glad you took the time. Glad you did the work.
You're gonna beep thing? Okay, let me.
I did beep something. Did I never play what I beeped? Hold on. Where's the file? I did beep something.
You did.
Beep, beep.
What was it? Was it shit from? Hold on.
I am just changing my farewell quote for a couple minutes.
We'll give you a moment here.
Can I redo my poem?
I could have sworn I did something that was bleeped.
I thought you had something in this one that was like had a beep in it.
Yeah, and I can't find it now, so I don't know what I did. All right, well, what are you gonna do? Oh, you know what? Is this it? Hold on. Oh, some of this didn't get in. Why? All right, here's the old man gurgle. Guys, guess what? I got more.
More clips.
More clips.
How about,
Hold on,
how
I'll
about
start
this
writing
one?
a new.
Here's this one. That was gross when the old man gurgled.
That was pretty gross.
Yeah.
What about? Let's see. Okay, skip that one. Oh, here it is.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ha, ha, f***ing ha.
All right. How could I not put that in there?
You
What
need to
happened?
keep that one
I
for
don't know
later.
why. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know what happened. All right. Well, there it is. Did I miss any others? Let me just make sure. How do you get Lyme disease? Did that. Meat. Crying game. Did that. Rooker sounds like Stephen Root. All right. I got them all.
Yeah.
I don't know why those two got left. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had a bleep, but not where I thought.
Cutting room floor. You
That's
just
right.
got it here.
You've seen how the meat is made?
The meats.
That's right.
Meat.
All right, where the hell were we? We're moving on to this. Oh, I know what it was. It's time for the titles. Here's the titles, everybody. Alternate titles. Just handed to me. It was almost called Attack of the Strawberry Gummy Worms, because that's what they look like to me.
Yeah,
they did not
same.
They
like
look
livers to me.
Oh yeah, like a raw liver. Yeah.
That, and they love using like organs because you get that real visceral red color.
And then briefly, it was at least they were thinking about this title. It was almost called T.J. Rooker. Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
I really had to sell that one. All right, moving on.
TNA Rooker.
2 emails. Filmsack@gmail.com. I got a Patrick email, not the French one, but a different Patrick wrote in. He says, "Hey, Sackers, while listening to the episode on Friday the 13th, Scott mentioned he'd love to put a Jason Voorhees statue at the bottom of a lake. I'm sure you've received a multitude of emails about this." He's right. Yeah. I'm not omnipotent, so who knows? Anyway, I live a few hours from Crosby, Minnesota, where at the bottom of Crystal Lake, a diver placed a Jason Voorhees life-size replica.
Really?
He says it resides in the bottom of a flooded mine that was placed there sometime in 2013. It was pretty popular in these parts with horror movie nerds such as myself. Just thought you'd find it interesting. You can check it out online, so you can go find a photo of this, and I did, and it's absolutely exactly what you think it is. It is him chained to the thing with a machete in his hand, and it's gross and terrifying.
That's great.
It goes on to say, while I have your attention, I just rewatched Copycat with Sigourney Weaver and Holly Hunter. It is a decently fun Silence of the Lambs style thriller from the 90s, and I think you guys should watch it for the podcast. Keep up sacking.
They didn't mention Harry Connick Jr., right? Isn't he the copycat?
Is he? I don't know. I don't remember. Was he too busy going Patrick, thank you for that. We'll check that out. I don't know that I've heard of Copycat. Maybe
it's a good one. Suspense thriller. We have to watch all those at my house. So
all right.
I've seen it several times. It's good. It's got some Dermot. It's got some Dermot Mulroney.
Oh, sweet. Dermot McRolney.
Sweet.
Yeah. Sweet.
Who's the? Oh, that's not the photo I thought it was. Sorry. I was like, that's the Jason Voorhees that Dunaway put in there? No, that's from the new Addams Family. All right. Never mind. Well, anyway, thank you, Patrick. And anybody else out there that wants to send us info, you can do it. Just do it through the email. You can go.
You can do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Fixsack. No, filmsack.com. No, filmsack@gmail.com is what I'm trying to say. Filmsack.com has all the other ways to contact us. So just go use the form there. Whatever is easy for you. We don't care. Our next movie is going to be The Return of the Living Dead.
No, coming back. I knew that was going to be coming back.
On Prime.
Yep.
I thought we did this one. We did not.
Nope.
Yep.
What's the year on this one? This was
85.
the right away. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah,
85. So in 2018, we sacked Night of the Living Dead. For some reason, we did it in April.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this for years. We finally got it streaming during October. Let's go.
Yeah. We're skipping over Dawn, the original Dawn, 78's Dawn of the Dead. We should circle back to that at some point.
Yeah.
You know what always confuses me is the fact that they have Return of the Living Dead 2. Instead of continuing Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, and then give us some more of the Dead, which they did, Day of the Dead and stuff like that, you get sequels with the sequel name. So Return of the Living Dead 2 in 88.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Instead of, just,
why not keep going? But not only just keep going.
The Empire Strikes Back 2.
Yeah.
The Return of the
Yeah.
Exactly. And then they would pick it, like you said, they picked it back up. Army of the Dead, Earth of the Dead, or whatever the hell they did.
Yeah.
So why the one time? I don't know. Is that sequel considered any good?
The Return of the Living Dead 2? I don't know, but
I think that one's hated, isn't it?
But it's a direct sequel to the one we're about to see.
Yeah,
right?
Which was already a weird one because they went in a totally different direction. So
it's a very odd.
Hold on.
Yeah,
is it considered Living Dead lore? Is the question,
right? Or no, part 2 is actually the good one. 3 is the one I'm thinking of that is no.
Oh, really?
Okay. I'm fascinated by movies that don't get the sequel name anything like the original name. Like, you know how you have Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then the second movie doesn't have any of those words,
right?
And or like. A better one is like El Mariachi and then Desperado and then Once Upon a Time in Mexico, where you're just like, are they not comfortable with the original name? Like, why not?
Well, the first time I understood it, because it went from student budget garbage, budget film, great movie, El Mariachi, but it was all, it was pretty low budget. And then they go to the next one where they actually get, Banderas and like Hollywood level stars to play it. It was basically a redo.
Yeah.
Not a true sequel, even though they kind of keep some of it as lore. But then the third one, they have no excuse with that third one. That should have been Desperado too.
Yeah.
Also,
And
it should have been
sometimes-
better than it was. It was garbage. It was not a good movie.
Sometimes those of us in the audience, we just fix it for you. Like we will always call Mad Max 2 Mad Max 2. No one's out here calling it the Road Warrior. Like you didn't need to change that name.
Oh, I don't know.
This may be the one where I would divert.
Yeah.
But only
I
this
thought-
one.
I
You're
thought
right
Randy was
about
being
most.
funny.
Yeah. Mad Max 1 is barely a movie. 2 should, well, whatever. That was
We get the Mad Max defenders in chat or in Discord. By the way, there's
they're
there's
insane.
people who don't want us to slag on the first movie, and I'm sorry. That movie is, once you get the grandeur of the next three.
Yeah.
Four,
I'm
if you
saying,
count
I'm
Furious.
saying every other movie in the series is called Mad Max something.
Yeah.
And the second one, like you can't help but
It's
call
not
it
one
Mad
where
Max
they
2.
didn't call it Mad Max 2 : The Road Warrior.
I think
like
they did
retroactively.
not here. So the way it released here was as just Road Warrior because they didn't think anyone had any connect. Because this back, remember, nobody knew Australian shit.
No, I thought when I first saw Road Warrior, I had no idea there was a movie before that. So
Yeah.
I see
So I think
why
it was
they did that.
a marketing thing. But now, if you go buy it anywhere digitally, even it says Mad Max 2 Road Warrior. So they've come to terms with it. But Randy's right. In the beginning, it was like it made no sense.
Didn't they? I feel like they did that too. We brought up Indiana Jones, but didn't they change it to Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
Yeah, because it was
Indiana Jones.
originally just Raiders of the Lost Ark. Second one, they did Indiana
They did
Jones
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
So now when you
Yeah.
buy it as a triple reproduce or whatever,
you get Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, kind of like the Episode 4 stuff, with New Hope and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It's a little weird how this stuff works. No one has good foresight; they only have good hindsight.
This reminded me that I needed to make sure that Romancing the Stone and Romancing the Stone 2 are on our watch list.
Did we do the first one?
We haven't done either.
We haven't
of
done
them,
either
no.
of them.
Oh my gosh, I got to quit asking the question. I just,
Yeah.
I don't get why I don't know this. All right, quick note to some longtime patrons. I want to shout out some folks: Juggerbot, Andrew Stewart, Squicky. These guys are all been here for a long time, man. And it's just great to have them here. So I just want to say to them, thank you. And to those who might be considering it, jump on. Oh, I've never been a better time. You'll get no commercials. You'll get pre-show content every week. You'll get these host specials we do every month.
They're all fantastic.
Ibit's up next, I think, for November.
For October. I'm
For
hoping to
October?
still get one together this month. So, well, I definitely will get one together this month.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, you will.
It's going to be great. And then I think it's my
Yes.
turn in November then, right?
Can't remember. Somebody.
Yeah, but you should talk about strangely named movie sequels.
Yeah, we've already
You know what?
done your
I
topic.
actually was thinking,
Roll right
maybe
into
I
it,
could
baby.
do since it's never going to be streaming. Maybe I'll just do an episode about Spice World.
Oh,
Right?
man.
That's funny.
Why won't they stream that? Damn it. I'd make one of those exceptions where we watch it on somebody's Plex server just to get it. You know what I mean? Someone's got
Sure.
Spice World somewhere.
I mean, I've got the DVD. I think I still have software that can rip copies. I don't know if what is it, Cocktail on Mac OS still works anymore, but
Oh, yeah. There's other stuff now, but I think that was a good one
that was a good one. Yeah.
for the height of its time or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, everybody. Go check that out. That's patreon.com/filmsack. And we talked about our new movies. So now I will just say to you, we're at filmsack.com. And I would like to speak on behalf of Brian, and Randy. Go ahead, Randy.
Oh wait, you didn't say it right.
I know. That's why I was
Okay,
trying to
all
throw
right.
you. I was trying to throw you.
All right, we're crashing out, and Scott needs to say it right.
We'll see you next time.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Where is the Mr. Pibb?